Hi everyone, welcome to January's tapping for this month's free tapping for teachers and anybody who works in school. January I find is a bit of a funny month in the fact that it's so cold. It's been really cold recently, and also it's so dark. So it's often dark when we go to work, and it's often dark very early in the evenings. And also sometimes in January money can be a bit tight. So all of those things combined can make it that it can be a difficult time of year for lots of different people. And we may, even if we're feeling okay in ourselves, we may feel that we know that other people are finding it difficult. So if you follow me on social media, you know at the moment I'm doing Joy in January, trying to find glimmers of joy each day during the month of January. But I thought it might be helpful for us to tap on having some joy in January and what that feels like and what's going on right at the moment. Later on we're going to do some tapping about sleep, because I've spoken to lots of people recently who have had trouble sleeping for one reason or another. So I thought sleep might be another good one for us to do. Okay, so can you make sure that you are sitting comfortably? Make sure that both feet are flat on the floor, and you can choose to look at what I'm doing, or I'll talk you through things. Some people prefer to tap with their eyes closed, whatever feels more comfortable for you. So make sure both feet are flat on the floor, maybe roll your shoulders back a little bit. Take a deep breath in and let it go. One more deep breath in and let it go. Then start tapping on the side of the hand, and just as we're starting to tap, think about where are you on your scaled score at the moment, about how you're feeling at the moment about being in January, or just how you're feeling at this present moment, with 10 being the worst that you could possibly feel at the moment and 0 being the best that you could feel. We're aiming to get our number down as we tap. So tapping on the side of the hand, and just repeat after me, either in your mind or out loud. Even though it's cold and dark, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though this January weather has been really chilly and cold, and the days are short, I deeply love, honour and accept myself. One last time on the side of the hand. Even though January is such a cold month with so many short hours of daylight, I love and accept myself. Tapping on the eyebrow, and you can tap on both sides, one side or the other, whichever feels more comfortable for you. I'm just going to tap on one side so that you can see and hear me a little bit better. So tapping on the eyebrow point. So many people's moods are low at this time. Side of the eye. It may be because of the shorter days. Under your eye. It may be because of the cold weather. Under your nose. It may be because money is tight. Chin point. It might be because there's been ill health. Collarbone. You can feel the difference in January sometimes. Under your arm. Sometimes the mood is lower. Top of your head. But I can choose to find the glimmers of joy. Eyebrow. Even though the days are short, Side of eye. I choose to make the most of the daylight. Under your eye. I choose to get outside. Under your nose. I choose to make the most of being able to get outside. And chin. Even if I get outside for a short time, I know it makes a difference to me. Collarbone. Even though it's so cold at the moment, under your arm. It's been icy and freezing cold. Top of the head. I choose to make the most of this colder weather. Eyebrow. I choose to enjoy snuggling up with a book. Side of the eye. I choose to enjoy wrapping up warm to go out for a walk. Under your eye. I choose to enjoy wrapping up warm. Under your nose. I choose to enjoy the simple pleasure of a hot drink. Chin point. Even though money might be tight at this time, collarbone. I choose to make the most of what we have. Under the arm. I choose to enjoy the simple free things in life. Top of the head. I choose to make the most of the little things. Eyebrow point. I choose to find the glimmers of joy. Side of the eye. I choose to find the glimmers of joy. Under your eye. I can find simple joy every day. Under your nose. I may choose to see how many people I can smile at in one day. Chin. I may choose to give somebody a well-deserved compliment. Collarbone. I may choose to blast my favourite tunes and dance around. Under your arm. I may choose to think about all the things that I'm grateful for. Top of the head. When I stop to think about it, I can find moments of joy in every day. And gently stop tapping. Take a deep breath in and let it go. And take another deep breath in and let it go. I'd like you to think about what number you are currently on the 0 to 10 scale, with 10 being the worst you could be possibly feeling at this time and 0 being the best. And sometimes when we recognise that whatever's going on, whatever things we can't change and we can't control the weather, we can't control the amount of daylight, and most of the time we can't control how much money we have. All of those things are out of our control, but there are things that we can do which can make a real difference to us every day. And finding those small elements of joy each day can make a massive difference to how we feel about ourselves, how we interact with other people, how we connect with others. Finding moments of how we can connect is a great way to make us feel better and to make the most of however we're feeling at any one time. So hopefully that short tapping has helped us to recognise that we can't change things, but actually how things are is actually pretty okay, and we can really make the most of what's going on. So the other thing that we're going to tap on today is sleep. And sleep can be a really difficult one in the fact that if you have trouble either getting to sleep, or if you have trouble staying asleep, or if you wake up really early, and that's your pattern of what's happening, then it can be that we then really worry about whether we're getting enough sleep and how it makes us feel. If you're somebody who really struggles to get to sleep, then it could be that the longer it goes that you're not asleep, the more anxious you get, the more worried you get about whether you're going to get enough sleep. Or if you're somebody who wakes in the middle of the night, then it could be that you've got lots of thoughts and worries going through your head. If you're somebody who wakes super early in the morning, but you don't feel completely recharged when you're waking up, again, that we worry about whether we can get back to sleep or not. So we're going to do tapping about sleep today, but it's going to cover different areas because different people will have different things that they experience connected to sleep. Some people really clench their teeth or grind their teeth when they sleep, and that's it's showing that they're stressed in some way. They're holding that tension in their jaw. Some people wake up and they feel really uncomfortable, and again, it's where we're holding tension when we sleep. Hopefully, by doing this meditation and this tapping now, it will help you to have a super night's sleep tonight, because you'll feel more relaxed and you'll be able to replay this script in your mind just before going to bed or even whilst you're in bed. So I'd like you to take a moment now and think about your sleep. How well are you sleeping at the moment? How well are you getting to sleep? Are you managing to stay asleep all night? Are you waking up really early in the morning? What's your sleep like? Is it broken? Are you having bad dreams? Are you having tension in your body when you wake up in the morning or when you wake up in the night? So have a think about your sleep now. There's lots of factors there to consider and to think about. And I'd like you to rate your sleep on the 0 to 10 scale. So how you're feeling about your sleep, 10 being actually my sleep is terrible, I'm really worried about it makes me feel really anxious. 0 being I sleep so well, as soon as I go to bed, I'm asleep, I sleep all night until I'm ready to wake up just before my alarm in the morning and I'm having the best sleep. So have a think about where you are on that 0 to 10 scale. Give yourself a rating on the scale now. And then when you're ready, make sure your feet are still flat on the floor. Give your shoulders a little movement. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. I'm going to start tapping on the side of the hand and just repeat after me, either in your mind or out loud. Even though I'm not getting my best sleep at the moment, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I'm not getting my best sleep at the moment, I deeply love and accept myself. One last time inside the hand. Even though I'm not getting my best sleep at the moment, I deeply love and accept myself. Tapping on the eyebrow point. Even though I'm having trouble sleeping, side of the eye. Sometimes it takes me so long to get to sleep. Under the eye. I lay there worrying about everything that's going through my mind. under your nose. I worry about what time I get to sleep. Chin. I worry about how much sleep I'm going to get. Collarbone. Sometimes I get to sleep okay, but I wake in the night. Under your arm. I wake up in the night and I worry about getting back to sleep. Top of your head. Sometimes it's hard to get back to sleep if I wake in the middle of the night. Eyebrow. Sometimes it's hard because I wake up so early. Side of the eye. I wake up so early and I worry about whether I've got enough sleep. Under the eye. All of these worries about sleep. Under your nose. I know how important it is to have a good night's sleep. Chin. I know how much better I feel after a good night's sleep. Collarbone. When I've slept well, I feel revived. Under your arm. When I've slept well, I feel like I can take on anything. Top of the head. These are some of the reasons why I worry about not getting enough sleep. Eyebrow. I know that if I relax my body, side of eye. I know that if I relax my mind, under your eye. I know that if I can relax my mind and my body, under your nose, then sleep comes more easily. Chin point. Sometimes I wake with tension. Collarbone. I have tension in my jaw or in some other place in my body. Under your arm. The tension wakes me from my sleep. Top of your head. And that makes it harder to get back to sleep afterwards. Eyebrow. I have all these worries about sleep. Side of the eye. All these stories that I tell myself. Under the eye. But I choose now to have the best sleep that I can. Under your nose. I choose to look after my body. Chin point. I choose to appreciate the sleep that I receive. Collarbone. I choose to nurture myself with sleep. Under your arm. I know that my body gets stronger and heals itself when I sleep. Top of your head. I know that I process things when I sleep. Eyebrow. Sleep recharges me. Side of the eye. Sleep revives me. Under your eye. Sleep nourishes me. Under your nose. I choose to tap before I sleep. chin, because I know it helps to relax my mind and body. Collarbone. I know to get my best sleep. Underarm. I need to relax my mind and body. Top of your head. I know that to get my best sleep, I need to relax my mind and body. Gently stop tapping. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Take another deep breath in and let it go. And I'd like you to think now back to the 0 to 10 scale about how you're feeling about sleep now. I know you've not slept since we last did the scaled score, but what you have done is you've been able to think about sleep and what it means to you. So thinking about the 0 to 10 score, with 10 being that you're really still anxious and worried about your sleep, and 0 being actually I know that I'm hopefully going to be able to sleep better tonight. I know that I sleep well and I know what's going on with my mind and my body. So rate again where you are on that 0 to 10 scale. Hopefully your score's gone down. If it hasn't, it may be that actually from tapping we've talked about and addressed something that you are concerned about or that you are feeling anxious about, which is connected to sleep. If that's the case for you, so if for example you know that you're waking up with tension in your body, or you're worried that actually you need to sleep because that's the way your body heals and nourishes itself, and that's causing some anxiety for you, then try tapping that through. So just you carry on tapping yourself now, or tap before you go to bed about how you're feeling and what it is that you were worried about or feeling anxious about, and just tap that through a couple of times. Now, if you're somebody who does struggle with sleep, then there's some different things that you can do. You can do this tapping, the exact tapping if you want. This is going to be on YouTube so you can follow along to it. You can do tapping before you go to bed. You can do it up to an hour before you go to bed and you still feel the benefits of it. It can be that actually you tap in bed. Now that can be difficult if you're sharing a bed with somebody, but actually there's two different things that you can do if that's the case. Either tap just before you go to bed, but you could also do finger tapping. So you tap, you use your thumb, you tap on the side of your fingers here. So you can do finger tapping and tap with what you want to do. And you can do that with both hands or one hand or the other hand. And you can use your index finger to go over the top to tap on the side of your thumb. So that's if you are sharing a bed with somebody and are having trouble sleeping, but you still would like to tap, then that can be really helpful. You can also do like butterfly tapping, where you cross your arms over your chest and you just gently tap. So if you're lying on your back, then you can do that really gently, and that can be very soothing to be able to help you to get to sleep. And the other thing you can do is you can do visualizing tapping. So in your mind, you can imagine tapping on each of the points and saying what you would like to say. Now, all of these different ways of tapping for sleep are really helpful in that they are taking your mind away from anything else you're worrying about. You're also acknowledging what it is that you feel is stopping you from sleeping, while sending calming signals to your brain, which will help you to relax more and make it easier to go to sleep. I'd recommend a really good bed sleep routine before you go to bed. So thinking about what devices that you're on beforehand, how late you're working, whether you can do something relaxing leading up to you going to sleep, because actually all of those things will help your mind and body to feel a bit calmer before you try and get some sleep. That brings us nearly to the end of today's session. The next session is on Monday the 10th of February at 4:30. I hope you're able to join us for that. And also to let you know that there are some new tapping club videos. So they are the tapping videos for children, which I've uploaded to YouTube. I think there's about 12 tapping club videos on there now. And the most recent ones are all ones that the children in my school have asked for different tapping videos. So there's new ones on feeling angry, about not wanting to feel angry, about missing the parents if you're having to go to school, or if parents are having to go away for work or for trips. There's one on missing parents. There's one about having worries. So all of the new ones on there are all ones which are connected to worries that children in the school that I work in have had, and I've created tapping videos for those. So if you have any children, if you're either teaching and you've got children in your class, you could use the videos for those, but they're also helpful for children to use on a one-to-one basis. So thank you very much for joining me today. I hope that you have a great sleep tonight and that you enjoy the rest of January, and I will see you all soon. Thank you very much.